Did you know that the process of renewing a passport is a nightmare? I did not. I found that out recently. Yesterday, in fact. And this is the story of why it's so horrible in certain situations to renew passports. If you're in a hurry. If not, just, mailing the application, wait a month or two for them to send it, and that's it. But if you want to get it faster, um, yeah, it can complicate things. So, I looked up online, searched to figure out how to do it, how much it would cost, how quickly, like how much time it would take, and everything. And then I found out the best solution is to just go to the passport renewal center, like Passport Canada downtown, and just renew it there because then it's just much faster in person than if you do it online. And given the fact that I'll be leaving within the next few weeks, I want to make sure I have my new passport now because the thing is, my passport is still valid. It's valid till mid-year of 2026, but most of the time they won't allow you to board a plane if your passport is less than 6 months from expiry. So basically, I have till the end of 2025 before my current passport expires, which, technically should be fine. But the thing is, I don't know, like, I have no clue what will happen from this point on. The last thing I want to do is have to deal with renewing my passport while in another country, while being sick, while going through whatever it is I'm going through at the time. So I'm like, it is much, much, much easier for me to renew it now than to have to deal with any of that crap in the future if ever it's necessary. So let me just get this off my plate and everything will be fine. So, plan everything like, first of all, I don't have a printer. So I need to use a printing service whenever I have something to print, and I had to print the application form. So, went through the whole process of sending the file to get printed, waiting for them to confirm, yeah, okay, we got it, it's printed, you can come pick it up whenever you want. Then having to take an Uber there because obviously, given my condition, walking is not the ideal situation, especially since there's like a really steep hill. So definitely very, very intense on the body. So anyway, all that to say, eventually got the papers printed. It's like literally 2 pages that I need, but it ended up costing me like $20 because of the Uber ride and back. But whatever. Point is, I got the forms I needed. I also went to the pharmacy to get pictures taken for my passport. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have the form, I have the passport, or the old passport, which they need. I have the passport pictures. I have everything that I need. Cool, let's go. So grab an Uber, head downtown, get to the office, wait in line, go to reception, explain the situation. They give you a number, and then you go sit down and you wait. And after, I don't know, an hour or two, I don't know, I lost track. It wasn't that bad, but it's never fun to wait. But anyway, eventually they call my number. So go up to the desk, explain the situation to the guy, like, hey, I have a terminal cancer. I'm going to go visit my wife as soon as I can because my doctor is recommending that I go now while I still can travel. And every day that I delay, you know, increases the risk that I couldn't get on a plane. So it's kind of a, urgent situation, a unique situation. Is there any way that we can, make sure this process goes quickly? And they're like, okay, well, for now, the way that it works, we, get all the information from you today, you make the payment, everything, blah, blah, blah. Your passport is ready on the 10th. So I'm like, okay, April 10th, that's a little later than I was hoping, but is there any way we can do it sooner? They're like, you can do it sooner, but you need proof that you booked your flight. Printed proof that you come and present to us. Once we see that, then we can go ahead and make the passport and it will be ready the day before you travel. So I'm like, okay. So that means that I need to go buy a ticket, print the receipt or the confirmation, come back in person, show you that, and then I have to pay the extra $20 for the rapid service, which is fine, I don't mind. But it's like I need to go back another time, so Uber back and forth, just to go deliver a piece of paper. Plus, there's the fact that, well, I need to get that piece of paper printed, so I'm gonna go have to take an Uber back and forth to the printing place once again, which is like extra wasted money, but whatever, it's not that much. And even after that, it's like, okay, I have to do all that and then go back just to show them their paper and make a payment. And then once it's ready, then I have to go back a third time to get the actual passport. So something that should have been as simple as, hey, here's the situation, here's all the information, everything that you need, can you please help me out? Ends up being, nope, you have to come back 3 times. Either that or you just wait the normal wait time and then on April 10th it'll be ready. Plus, of course, while I'm going through that entire process, turns out that the pictures I had taken specifically for the passport were not placed properly in the envelope and they were still wet and they smudged, and because of that you can't read the date on the pictures, and as a result of that I can't use those pictures. So as I'm there talking to the guy, trying to explain everything, trying to figure things out, I on top of that have to stop, go downstairs. Luckily for me, there was a place to take pictures, but I mean, I was kind of expecting there would be, given the fact that it's a passport renewal center. But anyway, so I have to go downstairs, get more pictures taken, but of course they only accept cash, and I don't have cash on me, so I have to go to the ATM, pay some extra fees, take out $40, even though I only need 25, and then go back, pay them, get the picture taken. Then I'm stuck with an extra 15 because I never use cash, and it's like, I have to, it's just a frustrating process. Like every single step of the way is complicated. Anyway, go back up, pictures are fine this time. Everything's good. So I'm trying to figure out like, okay, do I do the normal wait time? Do I, do the fast application? But then it's like, they're only going to do it for the day before the flight. And since I'm not going to fly out tomorrow, I still have a bunch of stuff to do before I leave. It'll be like in a week from now anyway, so it'll probably be around the same date. So there's no point in me going back 3 times. Let me just wait till April 10th. Then I'll go back, I'll get the passport, and then anytime after that, I'll be good. I don't even need if I wait the normal wait time, I don't need to show proof that I'll be traveling soon. So it's like that's the option I've chosen to go with just because it's the simplest one, the cheapest one, and the least exhausting one. That is the most important thing at this point. It's just like I didn't realize how complicated it would be, because in the past, whenever I needed my passport renewed, I'd just I think I'd do everything online even, or if not, you just print out the form, fill it out, mail it in, and then they send it whenever it's ready. Just very simple. It's just because now I have to leave relatively quickly and I want to make sure my passport doesn't expire while I'm traveling. It's I need to do this now. And it's just every step of the way, it was so annoying and frustrating. Plus, at some point in the process, near the very, very end, I've literally made the payment. He's looking at the passport one last time to cancel the old one. And he's like, hey, wait, I'm not supposed to renew this. It's still valid for more than a year. You have to wait till it's less than a year before it expires in order to renew it. So I'm just thinking oh crap, after all that, literally all that, the printing, the going back and forth, the pictures that are blurred, that I have to go back down, I have to go to the ATM, then I get the picture, then I go back up, then I have to figure out if I do the normal wait time or the accelerated one and come back 3 times. And after all that, it's oh, sorry, I can't renew it because, it still has a year and a half left, not less than a year. So I'm technically not able to do that. Luckily for me, he went to speak to, I don't know if it was his supervisor, I don't know who exactly, but he went to speak to someone and he came back And he was like, everything's good. We're going to do it. Don't worry about anything. If you want to get it sooner, just come back with a printed proof from your flight and the passport will be ready the day before. If not, you can come pick it up at 10, not at, on. There we go. You can come pick it up on April 10th. So, everything worked out in the end. It was just so much more complicated and frustrating and exhausting than I ever would have expected. So, yeah, you know what? It's nice to share one of these random, stories of, hey, this is what I just went through. Like a normal, this is a story I experienced. Let me share it with you, rather than it's like, oh, here are the symptoms I'm suffering, or I'm getting radiotherapy, or blah, 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 or this thing. It's just like, this feels like just like a normal, fun, entertaining story, And it feels good to be able to be back to a place like that. As you can tell, by the way, I'm feeling better this morning. I had a relatively good night. Still woke up every 2 hours or so, but I did take not a sleeping pill, a pain pill, but it kind of has the same effect on me as sleeping pill. I also had a little pain from all that walking yesterday for all the passport stuff. So anyway, I took a pill, and even though I woke up a dozen times throughout the night, I was still able to sleep deeply enough to recover. Not completely. I still feel tired, but hopefully spending a couple days with my family, my sister and her family, will really, help me relax and calm down and force me to not do anything except then just sit down and enjoy being with my family. So yeah, it's nice to be back to a place where I feel relatively good, even though I don't know, it might just last a day. I don't know, but at this point, I'll take a day. I'll take a couple hours, I'll take a couple minutes, I'll even take a second. I'll take whatever I can at this point. But yeah, it feels good to be back here. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to support me, you know how to do it. Everything's in the description. And once again, thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube family. I love you all very, very, very much. And I don't know how that would be possible or if, but it would be really cool one day if we got to meet. Just all got together, had a huge party where we just hang out and make food and chill and everything. That would be really nice. I have no idea how such a thing would be possible, but it would be really cool. So, you know what? Let's set that as an intention. Whatever form that ends up taking, I'm sure it'll be nice. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of my family. And let's check if I missed the button. I did. Nice.